Thanks for being patient. We're back now with Steve Cousins and our very special guest, Pat Harmon, who's the president of IMAC. What does the acronym stand for exactly, Pat?
IMAC stands for Independent Mitigation and Cleaning Conservation Network. And some of the key words are independent, of course, and mitigation, cleaning, and conservation refer to the preservation and restoration of both buildings and contents and business property that's contained therein.
Okay, well, let me start by asking you why I or the folks who are watching this program should care that you're independent. What does that mean to us? Why should we care about that?
If you were to look at the names of the founding fathers and men and women in the field of mitigation, particularly the IICRC and RIA, which is the Trade Association of Restoration Specialists, you would see that the independent contractors have been the driving force from the very beginning. And those individuals have been the ones who have led in the research and development of new technologies and new protocols and establishing the highest possible standards in the industry.
So it's not just an association of business people, it's also heavily involved in research.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. Pat, advanced restoration, what's your perception of Steve's company?
First of all, Steve Cousins and his company had the vision to realize that by banding together and having the highest standards for our member contractors, we could create an organization that could cover the entire United States with virtually every specialty in the field of restoration and mitigation. Steve, in particular, helped us design the standards that constitute a quality contractor.
Pat, when you talk about certification, sometimes an organization is certified by the person who heads it up. They have the proper certification. But the people who are actually in the field doing the work, maybe a day before or 2 days before, were working on some other job. Now they're under the banner of certification, but they're not really certified. They don't really know what they're doing. Tell me what your organization does to speak to that question.
Certainly. IMAC contractors are not only certified at the owner, president level, but at the field tech level. And one of the things that Steve and some of our other founding members insisted on was that all of the technicians who work in the field, the key lead technicians, be certified. And when you visit an IMAC contractor office, like Advanced Restoration, you will see diplomas and certificates that are on every wall of every major project leader, of the team leaders, and frontline technicians. These certifications require hands-on school training, and it is not cheap. Several of the schools cost in excess of $2,000 just to send one employee for one phase of the training.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
That's why a lot of contractors say at the owner level, well, I'll go get it, but I'm not going to invest that kind of money in my employees.
Plus hotel, airfare, food, loss of business.
Yeah.
A couple other factors.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just the tuition.
First of all, I have two questions. Number one is, can anybody join IMAC? Anybody who says that they're an independent contractor in your business, can they join IMAC?
No, absolutely not.
My second question is a little bit unfair because, and I'd like both of you to respond if you would. Why, let's say I experience a loss, and I go to the Yellow Pages or I go online, and there I have an array of 50 or 60 or 100 different companies I should call. Why should I call the one that has the certification, the imprimatur, if you will, of IMAC?
If you were to eliminate first all of them who have no one within their organization who who has any certification whatsoever, roughly a third to a half will disappear.
Okay.
Then, if you eliminate those whose frontline people, their technicians, do not have the certifications, you would eliminate roughly another 20%. Means that now you've eliminated somewhere between 60 and 70%.
Do I, in that elimination process, would I have eliminated some of the national franchises?
Oh, yes. Yes. Now then, if, as a criteria, you wanted to make sure that the contractor that you were going to have come out had all the right equipment, which is an enormous investment, particularly in light of the technology changes in the last 5 years. There have been enormous leaps and bounds made in the technologies of restoration, and that equipment was not available 5 years ago, and in some cases not even 2 years ago.
Well, Pat, thank you very much. Your participation today, taking the time from your personal life to share with us, I think it shows your commitment to IMAC, and of course, your it's a salute to advanced restoration. Thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure.
Okay, we're going to pause here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back with our final moments with Advanced Restoration and Steve Cousins. We want to show you this technology that they use to coordinate your loss right after this message.